on Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining. And today I have the privilege of attending the Plan B conference in this beautiful city in Switzerland, which is a very Bitcoin friendly city. So I'm looking forward to exploring the culture here and of course networking with my people, the Bitcoiners at the Plan B conference. So stay tuned, lock in as I share some of my experience at this wonderful conference. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of value and I hope to share that with you as well. So guys, taking a quick break from the Plan B conference, I just wanted to give you a layout of how things are set up. So the conference venue is behind me, but what I wanted to show you is they've got a little meeting room here with the food trucks and the espressos. I've had about 6 espressos today, not gonna lie. Boom. Check this out though. When you walk just a few steps away from the venue, you get this. So that's Lugano over there. And then, is that Italy? Do you know, is that?
Yes.
That's Italy.
Yeah.
That is Italy there.
Basically, I don't know if you see that like white line.
Yeah.
That's like a bridge train crossing, and I think that's closer to the Italian border.
So like on this side is Switzerland, but then on the left side is Italy, more or less?
I think so.
Wow. So there's this saying that everyone buys Bitcoin at the price that they deserve. And at the conference, there's this massive orange pill in front of the conference. And it made me think that, you know, as Bitcoin becomes a more mature and adopted asset class as an emerging technology, it becomes less and less obtainable for people to build a large position in Bitcoin because number go up, the price goes up, it becomes less obtainable. And that made me think that if you're gonna take the orange pill, you might as well take it when the pill is smaller and more digestible, where you can take it orally instead of when the big orange pill becomes a massive, unobtainable orange pill that perhaps becomes less accessible, less easy to take, so to say. So you might consider that. I feel like it's important to get orange pilled while this is still a very early stage emerging technology, because one day the orange pill is going to be too large to swallow, so to say, because institutions are arriving on the scene. You've got BlackRock, you've got nation state, legal tender status, and national adoption. The big money ETFs and institutions are coming for the Bitcoin, so you might as well get some in case it catches on. So I'm here with Bitcoin Mechanic of Ocean Pool. I personally switched most of my hash power over to Ocean recently. And of course, you came out with Datum, which is a huge announcement just recently. And the reason I mine with Ocean is because I like the luck. You know, I like actually when we hit a block, I like actually benefiting from the blocks that the pool hits. And to ask a question here, why is it even important? Because like as a miner, I'm selling hash. Hash is more or less a commodity. So why should I even really fundamentally care about how the block templates are designed and what transactions are included in the blocks that my pool hits?
Because if you don't care about it, that implies that you're selling to someone else that is putting your hash to a better use than you could come up with. Did it just break?
No, we're still on.
If you're selling hash to someone else, and they're going to go and care about it, then they're going to be able to do more with it than you could do yourself, and you're only going to be getting paid, you know, you're not going to be getting what you could be. If you go and interact and wrestle with Bitcoin directly, one-on-one, without a middleman between you and the blockchain, that's just basic intuition will tell you you're going to get a bigger split of what comes out of the chain. If you stick a middleman between you and the chain, they go and wrestle with the chain and they rent your hash off you, they are going to necessarily take a big cut along the way. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense as a product. No one would buy your hash rate if they were going to give you everything that came out of the chain that represented the split you were doing with your work. So this is why pools that pay a direct split of blocks they have without promising to pay you even if there aren't any blocks can pay you more.
So are you suggesting that when fees spike and whatnot, that pools aren't sharing those rewards with their miners or their customers?
I'm suggesting that Bitcoin's blockchain is random, and if you want guaranteed fixed income as a miner, you have to accept the fact that anyone offering to give you that is going to take a massive cut along the way. Where that cut manifests can be during fee spikes. Some of them might just take it more consistently from the subsidy. It's really hard to know because mining pools are generally black boxes and they don't give you any insight into what actually you're getting and how that relates to what's getting found in terms of blocks. But generally you run the numbers and Oceans come out around 10% ahead of the other pools.
I do appreciate the transparency. And one more question before we wrap here, Mechanic. Do you feel like this block template issue is a critical threat to Bitcoin itself? Yes or no?
Yes. Do you want elaboration?
As much as you want to give?
Yes, it's an issue. If there is only a small group of people that decide what goes in Bitcoin's blockchain, then it's rife for censorship. It's just a question of when, not if. It has to be a decentralized mechanism for choosing what goes in the chain. That is data. That's what we presented. And that's what's being used now. And 70% of the mining on Ocean is done with Datum now already, which is fucking amazing, I have to say. We are less than a year old. We've done what everyone has been trying to do in mining with Stratum V2 for 10 years now. We just wrote it from scratch, did it, and now miners are making their own templates. And if you don't like what's in Ocean's blocks, you have to go and find a Bitcoin miner that is annoying you rather than Ocean itself. That's progress, that's decentralization, and that's how you make Bitcoin resilient again.
I appreciate the work that you guys are doing over there at Ocean. Thanks, McCann.
Thanks for minding.
A little enlightened cigar session. We're gonna do some Romeo and Julietas. I really like the art. It's quite pretty. Boom. Boom. That's it.
Nice.
Let's spark them up.
Jurisdiction, and now it's like a KYC thing.
Yeah, will you have KYC? You have?
Yes, I say yes.
I hope not.
Now it's recording, so we cannot answer.
Yeah,
GM from Lugano, Switzerland, day number 2, folks. And I'm out here in the rain enjoying my espresso with this absolutely gorgeous view of Lake Lugano, Switzerland. I'm so blessed and thankful to be out here soaking up the Bitcoin culture in this beautiful Bitcoin city on the border of Italy. It's just marvelous. In the background, so off the hotel balcony, of course, we got this lovely view, and the conference center is literally right there. They had a light show last night, a drone light show, which was sick. But check this out. To my right is proof of work. They're building a building site right here. And shout out to all the builders, the people putting in the work that may not get all the accolades and the most amount of praise, but just the people with their head down, putting the work in, hashing it out. That's what the proof of work is all about. Because when you build things, it speaks for itself. You prove that work, and that's what the Bitcoiners are about, is, you know, putting the work in and proving value. Instead of just talking about it, we really be about it out here. So I'm really excited for this day number 2 to see what I learned and who I get to connect with. Peace. Took the gondola train up to near the Matterhorn mountain, of course, from the Bitcoin conference. And I guess what I wanted to share on this video is how Bitcoin allows people to live their lives, right? Like travel, eat good food, and actually preserve value in their life, the fruits of their labor. If you work hard and you bleed and you sweat and you cry to build some wealth, then that wealth should not be debased and inflated away over time. So Bitcoin allows people to transfer value through space and time, generation to generation. So it allows people to live their lives again and actually do some traveling. And for that, I'm very thankful that having that confidence to know a thing or two and have that information about Bitcoin, it gives me the confidence to do a little bit of traveling and enjoy the time with my family and build memories, right? So that's, to me, that's what Bitcoin's about, is not just stacking and never spending or consuming, but it's also about the ability to live your life knowing that you can preserve value into the future. So let's go. I'm looking forward to checking out Zermatt. Peace.